Good morning, guys. Got to keep my voice a little bit low because I'm on the water and voices really tend to carry. So I figured this would be a more interesting way to start the vlog than just me sitting in the car again. I am in Fort Pierce, Florida, which is like midway between, I don't know, it's like an hour north of Palm Beach. I'm working my way back up to like Melbourne and Cape Canaveral, that area. And I figured it would be a good day to throw the kayak in. And the weather is, like, it's only 72, according to the thermometer in the car a few minutes ago. But it feels warmer, because again, it's humid. Humidity will do that and make it feel nicer than it is. So it's about 72, partly sunny. It's clouded over now, but the sun was out real bright a little while ago. And I'm just hanging out here in the kayak, holding on to these trees in the mangrove, taking a break. I just paddled about a half a mile from where the car is parked. I had a really cool park. It had like plenty of parking. It was all for free. Had a boat launch, had a dock. It's a really good place. I was the only one there for boating. There was a couple people just hanging out, like eating lunch in their cars, like I do myself all over the place. But the only person there actually for the boat launch was me. And so far I've only seen one other boat out on the water, and it was a power boat, but it was like, I don't know, it was probably half a mile from me. So I've basically had the whole place to myself. It does a whole lot of good to get out of the car and get some exercise, paddle in the kayak. And here, let me show you around. So this is called a mangrove. They're all over Florida, like little islands with this kind of vegetation and trees. So I'm a very honest person. Those of you who know me personally know that. And out here, like 20 minutes ago, right out in this area, I was just kind of floating, taking a little rest, and I saw something with a big old fin coming up out of the water, and I don't know if it was a dolphin or a shark. I have no idea. I don't know what's in these waters. If I had to guess, I would say it's a dolphin. But again, I have no idea. If you know what kind of marine life is in Fort Pierce, Florida here, leave a comment. But I didn't want to take any chances, so I hightailed it over here to the mangrove. And intending to stay a minute or so to let whatever it was get a safe distance away. And it's just been so relaxing. I've been here 20 minutes now. Because when I woke up this morning at the rest area, I didn't really have any plans for the day. And that's definitely changed up now. I could see myself here for a few more hours. It's already almost 1 in the afternoon. Could you see it in that clip? There's 2 or 3 of them. I'm about 95% sure that they are dolphins and not sharks. A quick Google search just said that dolphins have a blowhole on the top of their head and sharks don't. And I saw one of them like shooting water out of the blowhole. Well, I hope I got that on video. I just heard it. I don't know if the camera turned. Oh, this is the coolest thing. There's a little snail that climbed aboard the kayak. Probably hopped on when I was hanging out in the mangrove watching the dolphins. The dolphins have been playing around for so long, they're still right over this way, that I watched them for almost a half hour, and I'm kind of to the point where, alright, I've seen it, let's move on. But don't get me wrong, this is so cool. Oh, and did I mention it's December 23rd? 75 degrees. So if you look carefully off in the distance, there's a drawbridge that was up. I just saw a sailboat with a tall mast going under it. And that's the same drawbridge that I drove over here to get to the park where I put the kayak in. So I went all the way down there, past this sailboat quite a ways, turned left, went under a bridge, just because I wanted to go under a bridge. And then came back, turned around, all the way to get like way down there. I was paddling against the wind and against the current, and I figured on the way back it'll be a cinch because I'll just be able to float and paddle a little bit. And that wasn't the case until I got right to this sign. Just this one, just right there. I was paddling against it because the currents and the wind had changed, so I was going against the grain down there and coming back. But just now, I'm now in a current and wind that's going this way again. The car is way, it's way down here. Like, alright, way down there and around the corner, basically. But don't mistake that for me complaining. I'm not. I'm having a great time. It's really fun out here. The weather is starting to cloud over. It was sunny when I started, then it was partly cloudy, and now it's just full-on cloudy. But I did check the radar weather. There shouldn't be any rain coming in for a few more hours. So, yeah! Sitting out here relaxing in the park. Same place the boat launch was, just a little bit up the road. I just want to show you guys what not to do. There's a couple of idiots over there that obviously missed the entrance to the rest area. So they just parked their car on the side of the highway, and two people just walked into the rest area. Bunch of dumbasses. That is so dangerous. Alright, so it's pretty late. It's almost 3:30. I'm at a Walmart parking lot on the north side of Orlando because the highway rest area was completely full. This is the most crowded I've ever seen the highway rest area in this area. Because I went to like the northbound one first because to go a little bit out of the way to get to it. It was above Orlando. And that one had a few spaces left. So I was parked there and just used the restroom at it. And then I'm like, yeah, I like the southbound one better. Let's go to that one. And the southbound one was completely full. Every space was taken. So I was like, oh, to heck with it. I'll just go to the Walmart parking lot. And the reason I picked this particular Walmart is because it has gas for $2.19, which is by far the cheapest in Central Florida. So, cheapest gas station is like right here across the parking lot. It opens at 6 a.m. It's about 3:30 now, so I'm going to gas up there and return the car to the Orlando airport. And then I'm getting a different car from an Enterprise that's like not at the airport, like a regular city location. Because I got, like I said in one of the other videos, I got a weekly rate on this car from Dollar Thrifty that was really good for the extra week earlier that I came to Orlando. And you know, ramble around Florida for a whole week with this car. And then my original reservation is through Enterprise, which is what I'm going to pick up in the morning. So I return this car at the airport, then I'm going to take the city bus to the non-airport Enterprise location to get a different car. Because I'm rambling at this point. But so after the last clip you saw, I drove back to the Central Florida area from the East Coast. I had a fountain drink from Circle K, and then I had dinner from McDonald's in Davenport, Florida. And as I was getting up to the window where you pay, I handed them my card, and they took it, just handed it right back to me with the receipt. And I thought, like, that's way too quick to process a card payment. And then I'm sitting there looking at the receipt, waiting for the line to move. And they gave it to me for free. It just said, like, I don't remember exactly how it was worded, but it just said, like, $0, $0, $0, total savings. And then it had, like, what the total would have been. And then it just had that as the savings, and they didn't even run my card. So that was just awesome. The real kindness of everybody in there. And they were like laughing and giggling about it, like 3 different people inside the windows working. So they knew that they were surprising people with free stuff. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just waiting for this. Going to take a nap here in the car in the Walmart parking lot and wait for this gas station to open at 6 to get gas for $2.19 before I return the car. Got to return it full, obviously. So I'm so exhausted. I know I'm rambling on and on. I'm just exhausted. So the only other gap to fill in from the rest of today, I went to a friend's place in Winter Haven, Florida. So I went and saw my friend Carol, who I met at the Puddle of Mud concert back in September here in Orlando. And she's got a house in Winter Haven. And I went by to drop off my stuff because I dropped off the kayaks and my duffel bags, and I just cleaned out the car and left everything I needed there, threw away the trash, and all I have with me is a backpack so that when I return the car, it'll be easy to just jump on the city bus to go to the other rental location and not have all that stuff with me and carrying the kayaks, because I probably would have had to take Uber if I had all that stuff with me. So I saved the money and dropped off the stuff at her place. And then we just sat around and talked for like 2 hours. So it was after 1 by the time I left. And I used the shower over there because I hadn't showered in quite a few days on this trip. So that was long overdue. And I'm going to go back there to Winter Haven in the morning after I pick up the new car. And I'm going to do some laundry, wash all my clothes, pick up the kayaks and everything, and throw it all into the new car. And just relax over there for a little bit. And then the day is open after that. And tomorrow's Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Alright, I'm going to go now, get some sleep. I will catch you in tomorrow's vlog.